If there's been one constant throughout the T20 World Cup, it has been former Pakistan international Mohammad Amir predicting that India would not win a certain match and then India going on to win that particular match quite comfortably. So much so that it has now become a running joke amongst fans on social media that whatever Amir predicts in an India match, and it's more often than not an India loss, the exact opposite is going to happen. Now, if you're a superstitious chap who happens to believe in such stuff, you're in luck because Mohammad Amir has once again predicted an India loss in the final. And the reasons he's given are, well, rooted in some cricket logic. But again, as we'll discuss later, one can't help but feel that this is simply something that is also rooted in a sense of clickbait. Why do I say that? Well, let's take a look at what it is that he's had to say first. First off, he said that New Zealand gave a complete performance in their semi-final against South Africa, that is. India are winning because of just two players, Jasprit Bumrah and Sanju Samson. Now, it's not safe to say that he's entirely wrong, but to say that it's been only these two players would also be doing a disservice to the kind of roles that a lot of others within the team have been doing. Yes, a Bumrah does manage to be a cheat code, but if you don't have competent players doing the job after Bumrah, then it doesn't matter what cheat code you have, because again, Bumrah on his own cannot win you a match. The same can be said of a Sanju, same can be said of any batter who's managed to perform. Also, the fact that they're saying they've done well only because of these two players, I mean, yes, that might be true in the last two games, but prior to that, a lot of players have stepped up and put in performances as and when needed. So, why exactly does he feel that India would not be favourites heading into this match? He says that both teams have an identical batting. However, New Zealand's bowling is in form while India are too dependent on Bumrah. I believe New Zealand will win. And I really need to ask, both teams have identical batting seems a bit untrue when you realize that if going man for man, India's batting seems better than New Zealand's. If there is one thing that New Zealand can say is that they have a spin department which would be in comfort or in their zone in a condition that might actually offer some spin. That's why a lot of the spinners were as effective in Sri Lanka. Is that though a guarantee for success? Assuming, for instance, the Ahmedabad pitch is a flat pitch, that were to happen, then those spinners are going to be rendered pointless. So how it is that he can say that New Zealand's bowling is far more in form? It's a questionable thing. Yes, India's bowlers have been a little off colour at times, but Arshdeep's been among the wickets, and out of form Varun has been amongst the wickets, Akshar Patel's been amongst the wickets, Hardik Pandya has been amongst the wickets. I don't understand where this prediction comes from, unless, of course, it's just him trying to get cheap clicks from across the border. That seems to be the main objective, because again, how is it that in every single match India start as underdogs, but they end up winning quite comfortably? Now, that's not to say I'm not going to believe if someone says that, listen, New Zealand can win, but there needs to be some sort of proper cricketing logic. The logic he's giving is, dare I say, airy-fairy at best, and it more seems to be a case that he's come to a conclusion that, listen, I need to predict that India are losing, and so I'm going to come up with some reasons to believe why it is I say that India are about to lose. That's what his analysis seems like. You can let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree with that. And don't forget, as always, to like this video, share it with your friends, subscribe to the channel, tap that bell icon. Follow us also on social media. We're on Instagram, X, and Facebook. And stay tuned for more such updates from the world of sport.